Hey everyone, welcome back. So, I know I'm saying so a lot. I don't know what's up with my camera at the moment. Maybe there's something on the lens. But here is a thought that came to mind. Okay, a lot of us, let me know if the lighting is weird in here. Like, there we go, fixed. Sometimes that light's too bright, sometimes it's not bright enough, and there you go. So as you know, yesterday, and thank you, Juliet, don't worry about it. That about scrapping it, just the whole scrapple, dapple thing. So what we're actually going to do with this is, and this was just a thought, is, okay, is so that I don't really have a problem with the sleeve holes. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, that turned out okay. The sleeve holes turned out okay. The back turned out just, it turned out good. You're like, you have scissors in your hand. What are you going to do? Okay, I'm going to put those down for a minute. You guys know I wasn't happy with the collar and how that turned out, so I went ahead and cut that piece of fabric off. So this is what I was thinking about doing. I don't know if you're going to agree with this, but hold on to your scissors or even your rotary cutter and listen up, because, or even if you knit or crochet, hey, hold on to your scissors. So what I was thinking about doing is taking this and go ahead and cut it up to a certain point and use the rest of it for a bodice lining on the inside for the front. So I can kind of make it look like a somewhat, like we're not going to have so much of this showing when I do this. So I'll just flip it under, and it'll just be a lining hem. You know what I mean, and you've been sewing long enough, and you know how to flip the garment inside out, stitch it, stitch it, stitch it, leave the bottom half open, and flip your garment right side out. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't you? Absolutely. Okay, you absolutely know what I'm talking about. So the thing about this is like I said, is going ahead and getting rid of and not touching the back. We're not touching the back of this at all. The back is fine. But we're just going to go along and take off the front only to a particular distance. And what we want to do is make sure when we go to do this that you have this in half. Make sure that your back half is draped off your table. Make sure that's hanging off your table. You do not want that touched. Nope, on a rope. Lay that on your cutting mat. So try to make everything as even as possible on here so that when you go to do this, I'm not using a rotary cutter to cut this off at all. The only reason that I'm really doing this is because you're going to match up those armholes, which I've done right here now in front of you. Make sure everything's all matchy-matchy so that when I go to line this up, and the funny thing about it is I probably don't even need it, but I could take a rotary cutter just like straight across the line here if I wanted, but I already have my scissors up, so I'm not even going to need my rotary cutter for this. And I really want to get started on this today because I only have today and tomorrow to finish. I did have one more thing to do for this month, but you know what? It was such a simple thing, but here's what was the simple thing. It was just making a pair of undies out of part of the lower half of a really oversized men's tank top. So, like I said, you know, like you have this point here on the fold in the first three, like when I went and folded over the fabric, and I showed you on the dress form for lining up where these fold marks are, and you have that, and underneath that is where the bust is. So I would say take that to where one, that's a semi-dark line, and then a third one down. You could take it a fourth one down, but I'm not going to go a fourth one down because I still want to save the rest of the fabric for making a stuffed animal. I have enough scrap fabric to fill it. So let's go ahead and make sure everything here is as even as possible. And like I said, we're going to just drape the back half off the table. So we want that off the table. Make it stable. Make it go off the table. There you go. Got a little rhyme to go to. And make sure that those sleeve holes, well, they could be a sleeve hole if I wanted it to be. I'm not into sleeves. I'm menopausal. I can't stand sleeves. Jeez, that's like the worst case scenario possible for me. I love a loose fit shirt. I'm a little bloaty today, but that's why my shirt does not look loose fit. So we will take this right about, I was going to say here, but I'm actually going to go a point down here. Yep, we're going to go on this dark line right here and just take it across. Like I said, I could take my rotary cutter and do this, but these scissors are so sharp, I don't really seriously need that rotary cutter to do this. And just take your fabric and hold it tight. Hold it tight as, and you see what I'm doing is just moving my hand as I go. And just make sure you just make it to where you're going right here. And what you noticed is I did not cut into the hemline on the side. I don't want to do that for a particular reason. We're going to use this hem seam right here when we're sewing our new in, and we need that. We need this. It's important. Very important. Now, what we have this is for the upper bust area. Now, what we are going to do here again is make sure you're not cutting on the back. Leave this here. Make sure you don't cut a finger off, because those are important. Especially if you're sewing, those are important. It's so, so important to have your fingers. I grew up with adults with different disabilities. They were really cool though. I know I've always been around people with different disabilities. I tell you these stories. Um, and one person was missing, he was missing one leg, if not both legs. And his vehicle was modified just for him to be able to drive. I thought that was so cool. Yeah, oh no, yeah, he was missing one leg. There was only one guy in the town that had dwarfism. I don't know why he gave himself the nickname. Don't come at me for this. He gave himself that nickname, Shorty. And I was like, you know what? I don't like calling you that. He's like, well, why not? I'm like, I don't know. I just don't think it's appropriate. I told him I'd rather call him by his given name. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it is just me. I prefer to call him by his given name. Apparently, he knew the roll-offs from Roll-Off Farms in Portland, Oregon. Look, we still have enough fabric here. And if you really wanted to, if you look at this, this looks like, yes it does. Look at that. Hello. It looks like a shirt sleeve. You can make a shirt sleeve pattern before you discard that. Absolutely. Because that's what that looks like now. It's a shirt sleeve pattern, everybody. Oh. So maybe I'll just go ahead and trace around that for a shirt sleeve pattern. Why not? Well, actually fits nice like shirt sleeve pattern. Because when you go up here to put it here, and it actually fits to the armhole, which is kind of weird, and like that would be really wide sleeve though. I don't know whose arm would be that big, but if your arm is that big, I don't know. Anyway, or if you really like, I don't know, there are some garments with a really big loose sleeve, like kimonos have a very loose sleeve. And yeah, there you go. Accidentally DIY'd a shirt sleeve. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm basically going to leave most of this, well, some of this. I am going to cut, but I'm only going to cut to a point. And because, as you know, on this side looks a lot better than the inside. So that'll make this part a really good lining for the next half of this. And yeah, and now maybe I don't feel so bad about it. Maybe I don't feel so bad about it now. I'm going to go ahead and just cut along the seaming areas again. Take the back, drop it off the back of your table. So we don't want to mess that up. And no, we're not using a rotary cutter, because not on this part. Make sure you have your good scissors. Like, look, I call this a flu-boo. When you do a flu-boo, okay, that's what I call it, a flu-boo. When you do a little flu-boo, because it's fabric. That's why it's clear. I mean, there's other terminologies for flubu. Now, other people would think, oh, that's quite decorative. No, it's not. You're getting rid of that. You are getting rid of that. Why that went through everything, I don't know, but hey, it just did. So you know what? Since it wanted to do that, just going to take you perfectly along the line. I'll sneak my pinky off because we don't want that to happen. Yeah, right. That doesn't need to happen. And just generously and very carefully put along where your hemline is. And when I'm done with that part, I'll be right back with it done. Okay, now that we have got that completely off of there, yes, except for maybe one little spot that I'm going to have to pick off, which I don't really have a problem with that. I mean, maybe I can whittle the scissors in there. Let's see, my fingers are close enough away from it, trust me. If they weren't, I'd be like, yeah, I wouldn't do this if my fingers weren't close enough away from the edge of the very sharp scissors. Although I do just suggest picking this loose. I don't know what happened to my seam ripper. I'm going to have to get a new one. But, yeah. Okay, so that's loose. Now I have a lining for this. You guys know that I have, sorry about that. Oh, make my face itchy. It's funny. Now that I've gotten all this, which now can be a shirt sleeve pattern, and then make a toy out of it. You can consider this as scraps to go into the toy. So any scrap fabrics that I will have that later on, let's say I go to make a toy for a child, I will be keeping my scraps to stuff into a toy. Let's say if I have, like fabrics I have up here. I'm on my little cover here. It's an assorted mess right now. These fabrics here, in particular, I have in another video. I'll drop the link to that video. They're very fine. They're really nice fabrics. They got a slight stretch to them. They are very nice. These two fabrics right here, which I can't wait to wash all these fabrics. I haven't got to use the washer and dryer lately, so it's so hard on washing the fabrics. I have a good couple loads to wash. I have to wash this on delicate because it's lace. Now this, most of it will be used to make undergarments. Thanks to Annika Victoria. Drop a link to how to make your own underpants and how to make your own lacy underpants. Her videos for that I will drop. And for this video, trust me, like, you're serious, because if you can do that, serious, you're making your own. There's no more store buying undies. And then with this cute pink fabric here, if you watched that video, then It's the same video from this because I got all this fabric at the Hobby Lobby. And it was really nice to get, and it's really beautiful fabric. And as soon as I'm able to wash it, which would be nice, then this I will be making yoga pants out of. I'm not really a pink wearer, but I was like looking at this jersey fabric and I'm like, you know what? I need to make yoga pants out of that. And what would be really cute, whatever's left over, maybe I can make like a little jacket or top to go with it, and then use some of the lace to go with this because it matches really nice. I can't wait to get to this. Now whatever fabric's left over from these two, which I have 4 yards of each, I always get 4 yards. It's just a thing. Then I will be making children's toys. And I'm going to get a hold of Shriners because I'm going to get a big Ziploc bag and obviously clean the fabric, clean the toys, and then as soon as they're, rewashed after they're made, drop them in the bag and make sure that they are sterile for each child and label it sterilized toys, or toys have been pre-washed, and immediately bagged. Pre-washed and dried and immediately bagged after drying. So that's what my scrap fabrics are for, is stuffing the toys. It's a great idea. I've really been enjoying my cutting mat. I haven't used this side of it yet. I don't know why. I just don't know why. Maybe it's just my eyes. I have to go get my glasses filled soon. Oh my gosh. Glasses that I actually have to wear. Anyway, here's one thing I was going to show with this cutting mat. No, I don't have any sponsors. You guys know that. Is right here. I don't know how well you can see that. Okay, there you go. Right there. For darting. It's great. That's great. And it's fantabulous because it's on both sides. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what? Let me show you something. And I'm just going to use this as just show you how I fold over to make my pleats. So this is already numbered, and each square is an inch. Each square is 1 inch. So you have 3 inches here at the end, right? You have 1, 2, 3. So you take this first square. I have my finger in the middle. Sorry, you can't see that. Let me bring you down here. So I have my finger in the middle. This is the 3rd inch over here. Here's your 1st inch. So I just pick this up and bring it over here. And then what you do is you pin that. And then what that does is that brings it over to the 3rd inch. And you're gathering your fabric as you do this. So again, you're taking your 1st inch, bring it over, pin it, and quite frankly, while you're doing that, look what you're doing. You're making your pleats. You're making your pleats. It's as easy peasy cheesy. That sounds weird, but it's easy peasy cheesy. And again, like I said, I'll show you again because that's on the 3rd one. from the first, fold it over to that, and you've made another pleat, and there you go. You have pleats. Just make sure your pleats are lined up before you sew them, unless you want them all like off kilter. But I mean, this isn't perfect because it's on scrap fabric, so scrap fabric isn't all even in the first place. But and then sew as you want. Sew as you want. So make it happen. So make it happen. Or, I mean, I could have demonstrated on the bigger piece, but, you know, Dad's got that. Or I wouldn't just have to flip it this way. I said, there's 1, 2, 3. I actually place my index finger on the second one. And maybe it's just a thing I learned when I was a kid. And pick up at one edge, holding the fabric down, and booyah. Pin it, because you have to pin it, and there you go. And look, you could do the same thing if you need to lay, look at that. Do you see that? You could do the same thing if you need to lay in a ruffle. Look at that. Do the same thing if you need to lay in a ruffle. Do you see how easy that is? Just take it, lay in your ruffle, pin it, sew it down, just sew it down, and look what you would have. I know I don't have enough on that to show you, but I mean, in general retrospect, you kind of get the hint. I'm not going to make this video too long. I won't put her behind me and one in front of me. I don't know, I'm thirsty today. Oh, I was able to intake more coffee today. That's a good sign. Maybe I wasn't too worried about what to do. After an aha moment came to me, an aha. I think we all get the aha moment. Like, aha, I know what to do. Let's do this. We can make that work. And then adjust the collar. Always adjust the collar. A lot of people think, okay, you can't really adjust a collar too much. Absolutely you can. You could take 2 different shirts and adjust a collar. I was just watching that earlier. And then I'm going to have to drop a link to her channel, because I got to be dropping links. That's Annika. Was I watching earlier? She was just awesome. Oh, Wendy. I was watching Wendy earlier, not Wendy Williams, I can't stand her. with Wendy. If you've ever watched her, I'll go in and get her link. She's just so cool. I like her. So I was watching her earlier on how she makes her own pattern for her clothes, for cloning her clothes. Okay, and it makes a lot of sense. And so I'm going to redo mine when I have more paper and do that. And thank you, Wendy, because that's so simple. So simple. I think we'll all have a lot uh, more of efficiency. Will have a lot more efficiency with the way she does it. I mean, we have a lot of efficiency out of the patterns that we have anyway. Let me sit up more straight. I don't like slouching. Slouching makes you happy. And I don't have my corset on to support my back, which is a problem. I have to get that fabric. I really do. I have to get my corset fabric, wash it immediately, and then make it. Now, like I was watching Morgan Dahmer. No, she's not related to the Dahmer part. She's really cool. You should check out her channel. In fact, I'll leave a link for her too. She's cool. I would follow one of her tutorials for making a corset. She is so awesome. She makes vintage clothing, like medieval clothing, where like you could take one of those designs and vamp it and make it an everyday wearable thing. Maybe change a sleeve on it, change just like a thing on it or two, and poof, you've got an everyday thing. Oh my gosh, she's really good too. I think in the sewing community we have a lot going on. I haven't seen a lot out of the men in the sewing community lately. Like, what's up with that? You guys were like banging out the videos and like, where'd you go? Where'd you go, guys? Oh, looks to me like I have to add some more beads to my medicine bag. I do. Missing a lot of strings there from over time. People have tugged on my medicine bag. But that's not what this is about. But anyway, now that that part's done, I will cut this fabric, get sewing that together. So I'm going to use that as an inner seaming part, and then flip it inside out, or flip it right side out, I should say. So I know it sounds weird, so I might not have it all the way attached at first, or I may just go ahead and split at the side at a certain point, bring it through, because I also was thinking about adding a pocket in, so I was also thinking about like split this up on the side, go ahead and bring in that other fabric, and then just go ahead and attach, but then I would short myself on this part. I really would, I would short myself, and that's why I just want to leave that in there. And but when it comes up to a certain point, I mean, really, I want to leave a lining for the bust area, because I am a busty gal, and sometimes you need something to just, and this is, you know, after you put it on, I don't know if you can tell in the light, but oh yes, you can. This is a sheer fabric. It's not sheer, it's sheer. It's a sheer fabric. Like if the light hits it, I'm pretty sure you guys saw that. You were able to see my t-shirt through this material. So like, yeah, if you're able to see this color through this blue, that's very sheer material, and it doesn't hurt to have it to where you don't have to worry about that garment being too sheer. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. Some joke. Probably a really bad one. I'm gonna get into this. Then I'm also gonna get into the bottom right after I'm done with the top. I might be second guessing myself on keeping that one part on there, and if I do, I'll just go ahead and remove that whole top piece and then cut myself an entire new front. That way I can just keep the back on there and then just have this to sew on to attach the sides and attach up here, of course, you know, long collar area. I mean, not this collar, but, you know, along the shoulders, what I meant, along the shoulder area. And that way I can do more of a, say, hidden seam almost. Because we love a hidden seam. And just bang this puppy out, you know, just get it out there. My other thought on it was maybe making the front more like a wrap shirt. That was my other thought on that, was making the front more like a wrap shirt. I don't have any wrap shirts, but I do know how they are designed. Being a custom clothing designer in the past really helps with that, and where I've designed and made custom clothing for all body sizes, it helps. It really helps, and I gotta get a different chair because this chair's not grand on my back. Almost borrowed the office chair a couple of times. Can I borrow the office chair? But I didn't do that. It's like, nah, stick with this chair until I can get a better one. Yeah, that was my other thought, was possibly making this into a wrap shirt, which, you know, would work out because then I can adjust it. If I'm on one of my bloaty days for my epilepsy medication, because you can get a load. Oh, trust me, and it's not fun. You just don't want that. Yeah, it's not fun. So anyway, since the light, and I have light sensitivity due to my epilepsy, and the light right now is bothering my eyes, I should probably have migraine sunglasses. Like Annika Victoria does. Oh my gosh, like I said, I'll leave the link to how she makes underwear. Both styles. Yes, pretty much. She didn't show. I wish she would have. Maybe we put up on her Instagram. We want her to show how she does that out of a thrifted t-shirt. Hers is Make Thrift Buy and Cooler. Cooler is another cool one. Oh my gosh, I have people to leave links for. I gotta start writing this down when I do this stuff. Oh yeah, I remember to put Cooler down because I was watching a video earlier with Wendy where she was actually watching Cooler make a twist shirt, and hers came out like a different way by accident. And it's okay, we all have those times in our son. Obviously. And I don't want to be on here too long. We've been on here for almost 40 minutes, and I'm rambling now. So let me get to this, and I will see you guys soon as I'm done with, when I should say when I'm done with both garments. So stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And I'm trying not to have a muscle spasm right now, so I gotta see you guys soon.